By Jove, he broke it. He broke it. Let's see, we on somewhere. Ooh, get $21,000 from tax cheats. Cool. That's good. Let's see what we need to do. And be around. Yep, good. Let's see if I have the right way for Facebook. They're gonna do this or not. Gonna make it work or not. Oh, yes. Oh, it works white chalk. Good. A little feedback online. Hi, Chris Gonzalez. Yes. I was up in New York yesterday. Had a great time. Froze my butt off, but I don't know where you are, but I hear it's snowing in Texas or Louisiana, all that kind of stuff, but it just yucky. I don't mind cold. Actually, I enjoy running in the morning now when it's really freezing. Like last week, you know, it was in the 15 or 16 degrees here in Washington, D.C., and it was really fun. I mean, go out there and freeze my butt up, but it's sort of like, it's like snow skiing, you know, how you get out there and it just invigorates you. That's what I feel, but to walk and be normal in that kind of cold is too bad. I'm in South Texas. It's cold here. What's cold mean in South Texas? And there's Joe from Harrisburg. Hi, Joe. What is cold? AC from not too cold Michigan tonight. Oh, not too cold in Michigan. Wow. I've been up in Michigan, man. Never been so cold in my life. Hi from Northern California. I always love when your new videos pop. Well, thank you, sir. Now I try to figure all the. Every time I do this, I know I always screw it up somehow. Oh no, there's my tax cheat one. Okay, tax cheat. We're going to talk about tax cheats. How many cheat on in taxes? Well, I don't know what to cheat. What is cheating? Sacramento in the house. Right, great. You're in your house, I hope. Maybe somebody else's. That's good. Always good to see you. Well, thank you, Melinda. It's good to be seen. It means I'm still alive. Rainy Northern California. Wow. Hey, Sacramento. Always good to see you. Hey, man. Yes, it's cold all over Texas. Now, what is cold in Texas? Is that like 70 cold? Is that 50 cold? Or is that 13 cold? You're probably 30 or 40, right? Something like that. Hello, from Vegas. What's the weather in Vegas? Sacramento is the capital. Yes, that's the one capital I know. Nice hair. You like that? I don't know if they did a different. I usually wear like that mushroom cut, you know, where the stuff looks like a. If you look up an encyclopedia for a rock hopper encyclopedia, you know, on the internet, rock hopper penguin. That's what I was going for initially. And so last time before I got the hair, this is not bad. It makes me look a little more trimmer, I think, you know, instead of funky hair all over. I worry about, you know, getting old and having hair coming out all over, you know, stuff like that. But we'll see what it grows into. Cold in coastal Carolina in the 20s. Wow, that is cold down there, because we used to go down there, you know, this time of year to play golf because we had nice weather. Can I get free money to pay off my credit cards? No, but you could probably get that credit card debt cut a lot, you know, by getting the right free help. And a good place to start is your HUD counselor. HUD, H-U-D, counselor, right now. Look at it, .gov. Make an appointment. They're free, and they'll show you how, you know, the best way to get out of it. Now, what you have to do is get other programs to pay for that, you know, so if they can't get all of it, maybe they get a third, a fourth, a fifth, or whatever, and they cut it down for you big time. And that's what you want to look for. And then find other government programs that give you income so you free up the income to pay that off sooner. But more importantly is just don't ignore it, because that just gets worse, and you know, the shit gets worse and you never solve it anyway. So I mean, bite the bullet, get out there, get this free help. I have a downloaded ebook too about all the major places, you know, to get that kind of free help. You please do something for Louisiana. I just need something to start looking. You do. I have a one-stop. I gotta wait. Give me money to do it. Actually, I do have that up on the state one-stop. The best work I do now is in these one-stop things, where 327 sources of free money and help, you know, for your state. And I got about over half the states done now. I just put 2 more up yesterday, and it's $59. It's really $79. But I still have that deal on for $59, and it is the best work I do, and it's a major piece of work. I mean, my 40 or 50 years in business, I've been doing this so that every consumer, knows every single personal grant and source of free money that's available in their state, because most of this stuff is by state. It's the largest thing. It's about 450 pages now that you just download right away. Or if I don't have your state there, it takes me about 2 weeks to do it. Anything for New York, yes, I have both New York City and New York State, because City has a lot of separate programs just for the city. So I made a separate one, and they have a different number. A lot of their programs use 311, not 211, like they do in the rest of the state. So go to letsgo.com/one-stop. So letsgo.com one-stop, and you could sort all the reports there in alphabetical order, and you'll see New York City and New York State, and choose the one. So you're not in New York City, then choose the other one. Anything for mama multiples. Mama multiples. How many multiples? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was talking to a guy once. I remember I did Infovan. When I did a couple of years back, I did something called Infovan. And this is before the internet and everything. And I'd sit in the town square with a big truck full of all kinds of free stuff you get from the government. And the guy came up to me. He had 7 kids. I said, oh my God. And he said, well, after 3, it doesn't matter. It's the first one's a pain. Managing 2 is a tough. And 3 gets worse. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just numbers. Doesn't matter after more. Oh, just twins. Oh yeah, because a lot of programs are family oriented. Not a lot. Actually, you could actually write off more if you were raising horses than you were kids in this country. And we really give kids well, that's another issue. But actually, they're talking about now. They're trying to jump to get every kid $20,000 when they're born. I need 21K. I don't even make that in the last 4 years. Wow, that's cool. And we don't need as much money as we think we do sometimes. There's a lot of ways to live lower, and if you live with a lower overhead, man, you don't have to screw around with people. Have people screw around with you, because once you start borrowing money and doing stuff from other people, then they sort of own you a little bit. Have you done the Tide Pod channel? No, I'm not sure what it is. So I guess I have. You mean the Tide, mean the laundry detergent? That's all I think of. Louisiana, Gerald. Yes, I do have Louisiana up there as a state. You can download right now 327 personal grants that are available in Louisiana. And also I put in there how to make easy income on the side. How do children with special needs? Every state has a special program that I put most of those in the one shop, because there's a lot of stuff for special needs, for education, a lot of stuff just for around the house stuff, and there's also things with disabilities. So if they have special needs and require certain equipment, there's offices in your state that really figure out what best technology for a student or anybody with special needs. Yeah, people eat Tide nowadays. Wow. Now, that's a tough life. I remember people were talking about years ago, I don't know if this still happens, that people eating dog food because they can't afford the medication. That doesn't have to happen in this world. Every program, every state has programs. There's the prescription, the manufacturers, the drug manufacturers even have programs, if you have trouble paying for a prescription drug, but they're not heavily advertised, so people don't know about them. Check with your state, check with the pharmaceutical companies. There's a major nonprofit that does that. I put all that stuff, like that, in my one-stop books at 327 places to look for stuff or get money at the state level. So it's all there. And by the way, don't forget, I'm really the items, the titles of the talk today is all coming from Facebook.com Free Money News. These are all new items I put on Free Money News. Oh, hi, key. How do you say that, Lee? You know I'm struggling or whatever at it. But yeah, that free money news, that's what I'm doing. I put a bunch of stuff there today. And like free prescription drugs, what's happening now, hospitals, big hospitals are saying, screw the drug industry. They're starting their own manufacturing. Where do you think Amazon will put the second headquarters? Actually, you know who's on the list? My hometown here, Montgomery County in Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. This is where I have a home here, too, and one downtown in an apartment. Yeah, we're on the list. I don't know what they say. I don't know how many, 12,000, 50,000 jobs or something like that. But right now you can work for Amazon anywhere. Hell, there's two ways to do it. Now is delivering packages, okay? You know, because Amazon delivers like the same day, you know, or next day or whatever. So that means they need people to drive, you know, and what they're doing, Jews are of their father the devil. Don't know what that means. The suits are out, I don't know what that meant. Now dig the suit. Now, this is a whole suit too. I mean, this is not just a jacket. This is a suit too. I sort of call it my Santa Claus suit too. I was up in New York and this today. I just came back from New York today, and it's fun. It just lightens people bright, makes them smile. People treat me nicer. Everything. Man, I wish I did this when I was a young man. Probably it would go to my head more. Joe, how do you go by having a bank to buy me a car and I paid the bank monthly? Yeah, that's called a car loan. Yeah. But also I did a report, you know, on letsgo.com/tutor. I love your suits. Thank you. The suits are out. Equal, you jumped into the closet and picked a good one. No, I got a closet about 20 of these things. And I auctioned some off. I'm going to auction them off because I've been doing this 15, 20 years now or whatever. You look like Bill Nye. Yeah, somebody says that. But no, and I guess he's doing a lot more media. But I could see, you know, I see the resemblance. Now, get to the point. Chris, no, I'm sorry. I don't get to the point. If I had to get to the point, I'd be bored. I wouldn't do this. So you got what you got. I understand if it's not for you. I tell you now, I don't even know where the hell I am. That's all I was asking him, where I am. But it's all from, you know, the free money news, the subjects. So the drugs, the hospitals, I have a big article in there that I put in there today about how they're joining together to start a company that manufactures prescription drugs, because they were getting, you know, hospitals are getting screwed up. Well, all of us are. I mean, we pay like so much more than any other country in the world for prescription drugs. You know, so the hospitals say, hey, like and hospitals do millions of these drugs. You know, because people taking so many all the time. Batman came in to buy. He is amazing. Our tax cheats. Yeah. Oh, I'll talk about tax cheats too in a little bit. But the prescription drug. So what they're doing is starting a manufacturing business, because the companies come in and they say, okay, you know, the hospitals were talking about, hey, we usually charge 5 cents for this drug. Now we're going to charge $3.65. So if you're giving out millions of drugs to people every day, that's a big ticket, you know. So they said, screw this. They started a non-profit organization and going to manufacture drugs. So drugs start getting smaller. And actually, there's a big book on this, talking about the prescription drugs, and more people, you know, the businesses, you know, they say, oh, competition, and competition is really collusion. And this has the same substantial data. The person's a doctor and things like this, been researching this for a long time, that just increases the price, because if one person could raise the price and get away with it, then everybody can. See, and that's what it is. It's not, should marijuana be legal? It is almost in, what, 30 states now or whatever? And I actually I saw something in the subway today, and I couldn't figure it out. They're doing some kind of test at a hospital, and they're illegal concerning marijuana, and they're looking for people. I mean, it's curing something with marijuana, and I don't know what it is. I should find out about it more somehow. And I have the phone number on the card if you guys want to call. 212-923-3031. And say, we want to know about the clinical trials for marijuana. And I think it's a hospital in New York City. Can I deduct my evil liar property taxes? I forget, I think they cut that out for the following year. So for this year, nothing has changed. That's for next year. How do I get my credit clean for free? You have, the people I have an ebook on that if you want. It's at letsgo.com/tutor, and it's about how to get out of debt, and it talks all about that stuff, videos and everything, and sources, where you live and everything. That's letsgo.com/tutor, and you go there. But here's that phone number, 212-923-3031, 212-923-3031. Maybe I'll write that down for you. Let me get a bigger marker. Actually, if somebody calls it out, maybe they have somebody 24 hours a day. See what that's about, because marijuana, that's a booming industry now, and actually they have grants. I talked about this already. They have grants for people to get in the business in some of these states, and actually for people with no money, to get in the business. So they're giving money to people who don't have money so they can get in the marijuana business. Now that's cool, isn't it? Yeah, that's the phone number. Oh, where's that? I probably screwed up on Facebook, there it is, okay. Yeah, there it is, okay. Yeah, and I don't know, the clinical trial for something to do with marijuana that I think, and I couldn't read it, it was bad, it was the subway was at time of day where everybody was going to work, like 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is, so I couldn't even get down to read it, details, but God, I was really curious what it is. I didn't have a chance to go. With a crazy, is there a way to get a decent or new car and loan with bad credit? Yes, I mean, actually, I have a report for that. So you mentioned that. Letsgo.com/tutor, and also on Udemy, I have a course that shows you all the places that have cars for free. And most of us nonprofit organizations, because people need cars to go to work. It's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing I say, to you is all my stuff. I mean, the tens of thousands and thousands and thousands of sources that I give you, I've been doing for 40, 50 years. None of them are guaranteed. I can't guarantee any of them. I just guarantee that they're real. And that's it. So, but it's like, nobody can guarantee you a date. It's got the woman who's saying yes, or the guy who's saying yes. And that's the only person guaranteed. And that's why everybody wants to be guaranteed. No guarantees in life. You pay your money, takes your chances. And that's what it's about. But I do guarantee that they're real programs, everything I have. And if you think you got screwed, I'll give you your money back no matter when. I mean, it's not worth it to me. And that's why I understand you. I don't have time to explain the ifs, ands, or buts about everything and everything. And if you feel I screwed it, no. I have 0 unsatisfied complaints with the Better Business Bureau. I have a better track record of the Better Business Bureau than any Fortune 500, than Bill Gates, than anybody. Because I have no unsatisfied complaints. Sure, people complain. They complain about my suit and things like that. But if you have a problem, I just give you your money back. It's simple. And people get in trouble with the government, the law, or anything because they take your money. 844 USA Gov 1. Yes. And they were able to help me. They did. What did they help you with? Yeah, that's a cool number. Where did I do that? Oh, I missed that. I should get here. Let's give that to the folks again. 844. What was that again? Oh, help me, Wanda. Help me, Wanda. You just had it there. 844. What was that? Where are you? 844 what? 844 what? 844 what? Oh, 844 USA Gov 1. Okay. Yeah, that's 844 USA Gov. That's a hotline for the federal government. You want to find something in the federal government. Yeah, hey, how do I get a passport? Or how do I find, who's the expert at the National Institute of Health on back pain? Man, that guy saved my butt. And literally. Years ago, man, I thought it was from something in the Navy or something. I had back pain and everything. I found this guy at National Institute of Health, and he was telling me about all the back pain is really just the way we live our life, you know. And all the doctors want to operate, you know. And I said, oh man, I try to never do it. Man, actually, I've never been in the hospital since tonsils. But and so he was saying 99% of back pain is the way we live our life, and it's through exercise. I start doing these exercises, whatever, all went away. You know, it's amazing, and that's how I follow through the rest of my life. Any kind of pain I have, I just feel, well, okay, is there anything structurally wrong with me? And it's usually just, you know, all the stuff that's pliable and how you're living your life and stuff like that fixes a lot. Sure, not everything, but you know, I think it's the thing that's try first. And you go to medical doctors, they don't make money by letting you heal yourself. So that's why it's important to, you know, just take all that advice with a drain of, I think I've been up too long. A grain of salt. And try something just on how you're living, you know. And I think that's I don't even take expert, you know. I mean, once in a while, maybe every year or so, I'll take one or two for some reason. I don't even remember why. And that's why it's lifestyle. I think is a way you could cure so many things. Not all the time, not 100% of the time. I'm sure. It's stupid to think 100%. Anything could free 100% of the time. You know, I never hit that post on. Oh, there it is. A discount code. I don't think I gave a discount code. Oh, I know. On the One Stop. No, it is automatically discounted. You can see it's $79.95, and there's a big slash through it, and now it's $59.95 because I want to get more people doing it and more people ordering the states I don't have, so I can get the states up there. See, and you'll help, and you'll be the first one. If I don't have a state there, you know, at letsgo.com/onestop, you know, and you order the state that's not there, then you'll be the first to get it. And I'm being able to do it usually in about 14 days. Can you see my postings? Yes. Can you see mine? You have nice postings, buddy. Let's see, where the yeah, but you know, after the thing stops, I don't see. Oh, I guess I do on Periscope. I could rerun the whole thing or something like that. But that's certainly a bore. I don't want to live through this twice. Well, I want to move from Michigan to Maryland, but need some housing help there. Seems no HUD housing choice vouchers are being printed anymore. That's interesting. I know they, like most places, have a waiting list, and people I know, they just wait for a year or two. You know, what'd you do last year? You know, I loved your YouTube interview. Oh, with Vice, yeah, that was fun. They came and lived with us for about 2 days, waiting for Michigan. Or you're trying to get a voucher here in Maryland or in Michigan? I guess waiting for Michigan. Gosh. Don't have anything off the top of my head, but I mean, you wait. You know, I mean, that's what people do in this country. But to see when you're in there, then you're in there for life. You know, and that's why you have to wait. But what the heck's another year or two? I help a lot of immigrants in the area, low-income people, and they just wait. You know, I mean, that's what life is. Nothing happens fast. You have a good question on grants and contracts. After you open up a business with the government help at the end of the year, how do you clean this free money? Clean this free money when you have to do your taxes. I'm not sure what all that meant. You do your taxes. Most of us can get our taxes done for free. How do you find out? Because up to about $65,000 now, they'll do it for free at the IRS themselves. By the way, for taxes, make sure anything for newborn babies. Not yet, but they're talking. Well, I mean, there are a lot of existing programs. Actually, there's a neat program. Make sure you know if you're pregnant or newborn, every county comes out and visits you. You know, a health professional to help you along with anything you need and things like that. So that's important. So when you come home, you know, do you have an option on the debt ceiling? There's only 2 options. You make more money or spend less. And what we do here is spend and then spend. I mean, the tax code is just the new tax law is just making a lot, spending a lot more government money to go make the debt bigger. But the problem to me, we're giving it to rich people. So we're borrowing money. The government's going to borrow money from you and me to give the rich people in the new tax law. Now that doesn't seem sort of the way to run a country, is it? I guess it is here. What are you going to do? And now they're voting, maybe we'll shut down the government for a few days. And that really doesn't do anything, because eventually it's going to open again and have to pay all those back salaries, and nobody does anything except have a standoff. And they say my tax cut's bigger than your tax cut. Spending is a big problem, yes, and in our own lives too, because we're all encouraged to spend. You see very few advertisements. Don't buy this, or save your money, don't spend it. There's not that. Everything that we're influenced is to spend money, and we think we need it. The guy next door has a bigger car, so we want a bigger car, which is sort of like an arms race, And then I think so much of our life is really just trying to impress somebody else. Not what's really important. I think what life is digging down within inside you to try to figure out what's really important to you, and just concentrate on that shit. And try to forget all the rest of the stuff that we do. We don't even know why we're doing it. Why do we need a bigger house? We have the biggest houses in the world, I think, right now, and now we need them bigger. But now we all want to live downtown, so now we have to learn how to live smaller. And actually, I think moving back downtown, we have an apartment downtown, we want to do that and get rid of all this crap we got in the house. And I'm looking at Murphy beds now, and they have cool ones now. The ones that go into the wall and come back, so you could use the space for 15 different ways. And actually, they had a shower. I went to an exhibit at Smithsonian, how you could live smaller, like in 1,000 square feet. I actually would like to do what you do. I think you are doing something really great for people, help a lot of people and change their lives. I would like to help people and do the same. Great, just figure out there's a lot of problems. Just go grab one. You don't know the perfect answer, but you just try anything. Just try anything. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, and I've been doing this 40 years or more, and I know what works. I have no idea what works, but I don't spend money at it until I know for sure what works, and that's it. That's why I'm on 5, streaming videos on. All they cost me is a separate used iPhone on 4 of these. That's all it is. Before, I used to spend tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds and even millions of dollars, on advertising, because I knew it worked. Now I don't know what works, and nobody does. So that's it. Do you have a grant book, especially for Alabama? I don't think I have that up yet, but we'll soon. If you order it, today, then it'll be in 14 days. You'll have it, and then everybody else from Alabama can buy it too. And it really is. I mean, this is stuff I charged tens of thousands of dollars when I was doing this for rich people. But rich people are boring to work with. They are. All they care about is money, and life's a little more complex than that to me. And what do you do with money after a while? After are you going to eat more? Are you going to buy more suit? I don't need more stuff. What else are you streaming on? I'm on Facebook, right? God. I'm getting old, guys. Facebook and YouTube and what is that one? And Periscope and what's that other one? Come on. I know the symbol. Instagram, that's it. Instagram has a streaming, but it doesn't save. Instagram, I think, just saves for a day, and then you're gone, baby, gone. And that's sort of, what the hell. Maybe, and hardly anybody on it. I think 2 guys on it, me and somebody else. I had the short video, like 1 minute videos you could do, and they stayed, and they were so. But streaming is more interesting to me. It's live. I'd rather be live than anything else. Oh, why did my battery went out on my light? I got a new spotlight. Hold on. Where is the spotlight? it's a new light I got, guys. And it has died on me. I have another battery. Good evening from your favorite DC realtor. Yes, where you been? But where's that other battery of mine? You got it? Who's got it? Naima, you got it? Who's got my battery? Battery. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I used to have big lights, you know, like in a studio, you know, and they were a chore. And so I found these little things, you know, they're big as an iPhone or something, trying that. Okay, so that's right. You know, what I'm doing, I want to make sure everybody knows about the free money news. Okay, free money news is that's where I put all these things, you know, like okay, for $21,000 to turn in a tax sheet. Okay, it shows you there who to contact, what to say, what the form you have to fill out. You can give your name or not give your name or whatever, and they investigate. So if you think your neighbor, you know, is living a little high off the hog for his job at Starbucks, yeah, he's driving around in a Rolls Royce, hey, maybe there's something funky going on. I'm so glad I found your stream today. You just found it today. I'm turning and going forward. Well, thank you so much. How do you get free drugs? Okay, I covered that. The hospital's going to start manufacturing their own. They're going to start a non-profit organization that's going to manufacture drugs. It'd just be a hell of a lot cheaper than what the drug figure. We pay more for these drugs in this country than any other country in the world. You know, it's just crazy. And they're charging more. And they're like one guy, some venture capitalist bought, some fat cat money guy bought a pharmaceutical company and a drug that they used to charge, you know, $13 for. It was a very important, save your life kind of drug. Now charged from $13 to $750. Man, that's outrageous. I just think it's immoral. Let's go. Is it true that if I started driving, I could lose my SSI? I don't know. You know, you call SSI and ask them. You know, go to the horse's mouth. Don't believe somebody like me or anybody on the internet that says something. You know, we're guessing. You know, sounds whatever, but get it from the horse's mouth, or call your congressman. You know, stuff like that too is another thing. They'll find out, and they'll call you back. You know, because if they get the answer that you like or they solve your problem, you'll vote for them forever. But back down to people who are tax cheats. You know, what you do, you turn them in, they investigate, and you get a percentage of what they get. So it could be up to $20, $30, $40, $50,000. I forget what it is. It's all on that link. So if you go to Facebook, Free Money News, facebook.com, and then Free Money News, and you'll find out all about that. Facebook, Free Money News, okay? And that's one of the items I got today. The other one is about drugs, you know, and getting free drugs. Equifax, how about free credit monitoring? Okay, you know these credit monitoring schemes, you know, that everybody's talking, oh, you're going to go to jail and you're going to lose your whole family and your grandmother's going to die if you don't get a credit monitoring thing. You know, I think it's a bunch of crap anyway. You know, you're worried about somebody stealing your information about your personal life, and then you're giving your information to somebody else who could be hacked to steal personal life. So anyway, but what happened? Equifax. Okay, Equifax is one of these people that have your credit score. You know, when the bank looks at your credit score, they go to Equifax. I forget the other guy's name. There's 2 or 3 big ones. Okay, and so Equifax, you know, somebody hacked into Equifax and got all the credit card information. Okay, now what the government's making Equifax doing is giving free credit monitoring. Okay, so if you contact Equifax, actually if you Google now, and I got the link on letsgo.com/freemoneynews, I got the link there, and it's from the Federal Trade Commission. But so you could actually just put Federal Trade Commission and Equifax, and you'll get this, the report on how to get the free credit monitoring. I mean, this is something they charge, you know, $10 a month, $20 a month or something to monitor your credit, to make sure nothing, oh, TransUnion, yeah, that's another one. Stuff like that. So you get that free free, free. And it ends, you know, they by law or whatever, the government made them do it. The government made them do it. Give this free monitoring service, and it stops at the end of this month. So what is today? 16, 17, 18, 19, something in there. So in about 2 weeks, it's over. So get it. What the hell? Even if you don't want, use it. But be careful. If you have to give them your credit card information, then they're going to start billing you after the first year or some bullshit like that. They may get you suckered in. So be careful of that part. If you sign up for something that said it's free now, but will it ever stop being free? That's what you want to know. Are you allowed one per year from each credit aid? Yes, you still are allowed one per year. And if you go to the federal, anything about federal, anything you want to know about, you know, credit cards and credit reporting and all that kind of stuff, you go to the Federal Trade Commission, ftc.gov. So FTC. That's where you go. Can investors use the community block grant to develop low-income money? Yes, low-income apartments. Absolutely, that's what it's for. Also, they have more than community block grant. That's why I put in my housing reports. If you buy a housing report from me, you know, for real estate, housing, buying property, fixing up property, being a flipper. That's not being a walrus or something like that. It's flipping houses, and I put all those sources in there, because another thing is low-income tax credit. That's even better than the block grants, because people want those tax credits. It's not you, because you don't have any money. But if you get the tax credit, you find a bank or somebody else, hey, I'll buy that from you, and they give you 90 cents on the dollar or whatever. You know, and that's why people using that. It's a real, you know, it's one of those deals, you know, that developers are finding out about it and using the hell out of it. So that's something the average person should know about too. So that's the low-income housing tax credit. You know, the other one is the you're talking about the community development block grant. Now, also community development block grant, for-profit, non-for-profit, and also it's one of the first places you should go to look if you're a nonprofit and you want to do something locally. Check out your local community development block grant. I mean, you want to just, you know, send kids and teach them how to, you know, code computers or something. You can maybe get block grant money there, you know, and that's right in your county, so you don't have to go anywhere else, just in your county government, and they'll help you fill out the forms. A lot of these counties even have free classes, how to apply for a community development block grant. Are you going to show me how to write a grant, or are they going to recommend me to a grant writer, and how much does that cost? Tony, you don't need a grant writer. Most everything I'm talking about now does not require a grant writer. Never worry about having a grant writer, and only worry about once you have a place that. And only worry about once you have a place that. I hear myself, a little echo here. Once you have a place that you're filling out a form for. So once you get, hey, this looks good, this looks like I should do it, then you decide, number one, whether it should be a nonprofit or not, and number two, if you need a grant writer out or not. And 90% of the times, it'll be no to both. So don't worry about those ahead of time. To me, worrying about that ahead of time is sort of like, and if you spend money and time doing it, you probably have a waste of money and time. You know, so don't. Just try to find the money source. That's the only thing important. It doesn't matter. All that is detailed stuff. It's sort of like buying a dress for the prom before you're invited to the prom. It's easy to buy a dress, right? You got to get invited to the prom first. Yeah, that's the hard part. Work on the hard part, not all the easy stuff, because then you're just wasting time. One thing on SSI, if you get live in the government apartment, but I'm only honky could be there, then I might get myself killed there. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but don't know the answer to it. I mean, it all depends is what it is. Are you talking about getting a voucher program? I mean, there's different, I mean, there's Section 8 housing, there's voucher programs, or, you know, and the vouchers you can use anywhere that people accept them, that's all. and landlords want. So I mean, a lot of people do this a bit. Hey, my apartment, my house, or whatever I want to put on the voucher system. So the government pays you the rent for people. So that's nice. That you don't have to worry about getting rent paid because the government pays it for you. So there's just a lot of ways to skin a cat. And things like change your clothes. Why? Somebody says I should change my clothes. Oh, let's see. Now that doesn't sound right. Let's see. I wonder why do you say change your clothes? You don't want to talk to somebody in a question mark suit? I know. I've showed up at on TV shows, at seminars and everything in my question mark suit, and I've been thrown out. I've been thrown out a lot of places. You said I look stupid. Why are you watching? Who's the stupid one? If you think I look stupid, you're watching. Anyway, that little dollar signs and question marks. Yeah, a lot of people say, if they see me or talk to me, they say, oh, you have dollar signs on your suit. They see dollar signs, but I'm not really wearing it. Never wore dollar signs, on a suit. Let's see, we talked about Equifax. Also, grants for dogs. That's right. Grants for dogs. How do you like that? You get grants for dogs. Actually, on lesco.com/free money, I mean, not Lesco, Facebook, Free Money News, I got about 10 or 12 programs there where you could get up to like, $4, $5, $6, $7,000, for your dog that needs. You need operating. Dog veterinary bills are big time, so there's grants for that stuff too. You gotta look under the rocks for them. They're not gonna jump out at you. You gotta find them. But it's there. That's why I put a whole list of them there. I found a great list. Put them. See, I spend my whole day just researching stuff. So clients, it's either starting a business, buying a house, or investing in real estate. What about cats? Yes, all pets, dogs or cats or animals of any kind. And also the one-stop. So paying money for anything. And I come across a lot of things that are for that or not for that or whatever. And so I'm sharing them now. That's what I want to do. Great for a hyper kid too, right? On Facebook.com/Free Money News. So if you subscribe, follow me there, and I guess you'll be notified for veterans and HUD, Washington D.C. Supportive Housing Program. Yeah, that's another program. Lots of programs. That's where I share this stuff. And the things I'm talking to you today, Equifax, getting free care, making money on turning in tax sheets, or getting $7,000 for your dog or cat or anything like that. The free monitoring service for your credit reports and stuff like that. All that is up there that I put in there. I just put them. Probably, I think all those were just today. So you could go down and see 300-400 things like that. But as they come in, as the new stuff, I can get you to the head of the line, on a new program I find, if you follow me. And you probably get hit with the stuff I'm selling too. Yeah. But I like Facebook because it's easy for me to click and write a headline and put it there and the source. So you get all the source material that I use to do this. And it's stuff that either I'm putting in my report for the day or it didn't match what I put in my report, but it's a way to share it with other people. It's all this stuff. I mean, this is, like the tree that falls in the forest. Does it really fall if nobody knows about it? And that's why I want people to know about this stuff so people can take advantage of it. I mean, we're all hurting out there, Tony Nitro. So, Mr. Lesko, I have to purchase your book to learn how to write it up or get this money. No, I said no. You don't need to know how to write a grant. You just have to know how to find where to apply for the money. Because 80% of the free money the government gives out is not grants, and that or even more is all just 2, 3, 4 pages most fill in the blanks. So don't worry about granting grant. Unless you want to be a nonprofit organization and go to foundations and sure, there are government programs that require complicated forms. But for everything we talked about so far tonight, they're not included. So don't worry about it. It's just people who sell those services want you to believe that. That's all I believe. And they're right sometimes, but not for you, they won't be. Where do I go to get consulting? About what? There's a lot of free. Buying South Jersey Shore. You want to buy the whole shore from South Jersey? I used to go to Ocean City when I was a kid in the summertime, because I'm from Pennsylvania, and we used to go to Ocean City, not Maryland, but Jersey, right next to Atlantic City, right? And I remember my parents thought I got lost one. About real estate. Well, a couple of options. One, I have a report where, like, for $59, I show you every program available in your city, at the Jersey Shore. That's available. Buy houses, fix up houses, or be a real estate investor. Or you start yourself. You start learning. I have like a $20 book that shows you how to do the research for yourself. And all that's on Let's Go Research. letsgo.com/research. Or the main places, if you want to start, it's a process and it's a skill, you could develop yourself, is you start with HUD, you start with your county, and that'll be in 2 or 3 places that have programs. You start with the state government, nonprofit organizations. Yes, I like to buy the 29 program. How do I do for real estate? I think right now, if you go to letsgo.com/tutor, excuse me, people, we have a customer on the phone. Let me get that here. I see. I think that's on the front page of letsgo.com/tutor. Let me make sure that that's still there, because I forget. Yeah, if you go letsgo.com/tutor. Yes, it's on the bottom of the front page. So letsgo.com/tutor, TUTOR. Okay. And it's on the bottom of that page. And it's all small letters, tutor. Okay, letsgo.com/tutor. On the bottom of that page is the housing report. So that's customized. It'll take about 2 weeks to do it. And I send you that report, and you'll have every bloody alternative program. Now, I'm not showing you what the banks are giving you. I'm not showing you what your mortgage bankers are doing and all that stuff. They all advertise. I'm showing you the stuff that is not advertised. I mean, not only do you get the city, county, state, but also the Federal Home Loan Bank Board is a great source. And that's a regional office, that supplies that. I show you all the programs there and where to apply those, how to find out about all that kind of stuff. I show you every federal program, and there's programs for military vets, there's programs you live in a small town, all different kinds of things. And then also the internet. So how to get money for flipping houses on the internet. There's a whole bunch there's like 1,000 websites now just for real estate. They're using that there. What are you selling tonight? Oh, just cheer. I see I'll be signing up. Thank you so much for my sign. I can't believe I found you here. Oh, well, nice. I've been here for 74 years. I guess I haven't found you yet. But thank you. Now, I enjoy doing this. I'm going to be doing it for 20 more years. Let's see, what is today? Today's Thursday. You're looking good. Have you been working out? I run every day. That's it. And because my whole family had heart problems, so to me that was the important thing. And now exercise. That's probably the best thing I did in my life is exercise every day. I was a fat kid. I was short. I wasn't a jock or anything like that. But after I got in the Navy, I just started running because I was getting fat again. And that keeps it down. How do I miss the tax link info? Did I miss? Yeah, that's it. If you go to Facebook, Free Money News. The tax thing is there. It's all there. All the things we talked about is there. So that's Facebook.com, Free Money News. That's part of my website. So you see it there. And yes, 20 more years. They won't be cell phones anymore, right? We'll just sort of whisper at each other under our breaths, or you'll read my mind and I'll read yours. Oh, you shouldn't talk like that. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, sure. I mean, stuff is changing. That's why, to me, it's how do you live with change? That's what you have to do. Don't try to keep it. And that's why I think what's wrong with the country big time is we're trying to live back in the 50s and recreate something that was good. That's over. You know, you got to move forward. Your job is gone. That's over. You know, got to train and look for the future. That's what's bright. The past is dark because it ain't coming back. No more, no more, no more, no more. We will whisper in the background. How much money did you make back in the day doing great commercials? Oh, I did well. Are you a terrific entertainer? I just use entertainment to educate. You know, I mean, I used to be a professor. Nyman, did you finally show up? I was a professor, and I taught computer science at the college level. Can you drop a package at my aunt's house in Brooklyn? I'm not there anymore. I came back today. I take the bus. It's only like 5 minutes away, and I work online. On the bus, it's great. Better, faster, cheaper than the train, the plane, than anything. And last one, I said, drop a package and drive. That's where I was, though. I was staying in Brooklyn. My sister-in-law and her husband and her family are there. One of the daughters is an artist, went to their opening of her work. She's a great artist, man. It's fun to see all these young people that have so much talent. So old farts like me that struggling with drawing a straight line. You see this crap that I'm writing. Yeah. But we're all artists at something. That's what we have to find, you know, and find what you're an artist at. Because then if you could contribute that to life, you could contribute that to the rest of us. That's the best you have. And I used to think I was so disappointed in my life because I didn't have a talent, which singers and dancers or entertainers or whatever, you know. But then I realized, well, they have that gift. We all have a magic gift, you know. And if we find that, see, and nobody tries to find what your gift is. They're telling you, oh, this works, and you just do that. So we're trying to do somebody else's gift, but we can't, you know. How much does it cost to join a website? No, join this. You get all this stuff for free. My Money, Free Money News at Facebook. That's part of my Facebook page. And all the links are there I talked about today. I eat lemons every day. I sent you do also. No, I don't. But you find what works for you. But you know, if you find your art, I mean, then you do that better than anybody else, you know, and that's what's important. Then you have a gift to give other people. I have some gift of making a fool out of myself on TV, but you know, I used to do that in class. I was thrown out of class all the time, you know, so I just thought it was bad until nothing else worked. I'm trying to do it like everybody else told me. None of that worked. And after I got an MBA and stuff that I thought I had, I got 2 businesses. I thought I had a software company back in the 70s, and we tried that. Everything has failed. And then when I said, fuck this, this is no fun. So at least I'm going to have fun. And when I start having fun, that's when you find what you're good at. Sure, it doesn't appreciate everybody. Like somebody says, you know, get to the point, let's go. Well, yeah, I mean, I could be boring as shit and just tell you about what's going on, you know. And I don't want to do that. I'm bored. And if I'm bored, you're going to be bored. And so I'm not going to do that. But my gift is being not bored. You know, and it doesn't appeal to everybody. I've been thrown off shows. I lost millions of dollars even when I started wearing my question mark suits. But I wanted to do it. And that's why if you listen to your heart is smarter than your brain, and you have to listen to that, you know, to get by in life. I mean, you gotta do shit you don't like just to feed yourself and be responsible and everything like that. But to me, the goal is to do things that you really like doing, so you can have joy doing them, and that you can give to other people, because that's the joy in life, is giving, not trying to scam some money out of somebody else, you know. And that's what this country is becoming. How can I get money from you? And that's why we spend so much money on marketing. Why? Because we're all trying to figure out how to get money from the other person. Figure out how to give something to the other person, and then see if it's of value to them, you know. and that's it. But you have to fight the traffic, you have to fight the noise and whatever. So it's a balancing act that we have to try because of the society we live in. And you learn to balance, I guess, what it is, and it's you screw up and you don't screw up and stuff like that. I used to get sent out into the hall or have my head down on my desk. I was just trying to make life fun. My teacher still liked me. Maybe that was me. I was thrown out all the time. I was thrown out of schools even. The last class of my high school career, I was thrown out of the last class of my high school career. I was never malicious or anything, just fucking around. But I could make the whole class laugh. I'd go to the board, just moving my mind. I don't know what it was. But I didn't know it was anything because nobody appreciated anything like that. Nobody said, hey, let's go. You look like you make a lot of money doing that. No, never heard that. Until I failed at everything else and just start listening to me and the heart inside. Because that's your true... I mean, you take advice and experts, see what they say, but don't believe in them if you don't want to. I mean, see if you're going off a cliff, that's all. You don't know what's right anyway. So you might as well do the stuff that you think may be right. You're not even sure yourself. They're not sure either, but they won't tell you that they're not sure because then they can't charge a lot of money. See, they have to tell you for sure they know what the hell they're doing and this is what you should do when they really they don't even know what to do with their own lives. How can they tell anybody else to do what to do with their life? And that to me is the key, and I have to keep relearning it, tell you the truth, all the time. I was told I would never amount to anything. Now I work a successful welding job in California. That's terrific. I'm currently making moves to start my own welding. Yes, start it. Just do it. Don't forget, you can always get another job you don't like. And that's how we live in a fortunate country, something like this. I mean, you look at refugees and how the lives they have to live or whatever. Wow, there, but for the grace of God, right? So it's, but the key is still having fun. Because then you don't have to worry about if you're successful or not because you're having fun already. You're not going to have fun 5 years from now when you hit this magic number. No, you're having fun now. So you already won. Okay, guys, thanks again. I'll be back. 20 more years worth of this stuff annoying. Gonna annoy you forever. Take care. See ya, 9.